Whenever I see some crazy post online, I be thinking people are joking, but they're never actually joking. So I found this post. Let's react to them together. And I'm gonna put it here. The first one says, I'm officially fed up. I genuinely want to know why I keep getting blocked, ghosted, stood up. Is this happening to anyone else? I'm honestly desperate for answers at this point. In the span of 2 weeks, I've talked to 3 different guys and I've been blocked, stood up from dates, and ghosted by every single one. I just don't get it. Yikes. Baby girl, I'm sorry to hear that you're going through that, but I have 2 things that I want to say about this post. Number one, you never want to seem desperate like that to write something like that. Even if you feel certain things, it's never a good choice to talk about it, in public like that on social media. That's something you can talk about with your friends or people close by, face to face, you're venting, not on social media. Number one. Part 1B is the fact that guys hate when women seem desperate, because if you're desperate, it means like no one else wants you, and you're desperate. It's kind of like if someone is forcing you to eat something or forcing you to buy something. No one likes a salesman that's kind of like forcing something down their throat. We automatically think there's something wrong with the product, okay? So that's the second part of point A. Number two, like, men have been telling us women what it is that they look for in a woman. So what is it? Because what I've seen men say is that y'all will overlook the good men and then complain about the bad boys. That doesn't make sense. If they're a bad guy, they're a bad guy. But it seems to be that whoever you want, that's who should straighten up. It doesn't work like that. If the person doesn't want to straighten up, by themselves, your love can't make them straighten up. So that's number two. 2B, men have told y'all what they're looking for. They're looking for a woman who is kind, who's not dramatic, who has something going for themselves. A woman who wants to build a partnership. I'm not saying you don't do any of that. I don't know you. And in this post, it doesn't tell me any of what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that these are what men are looking for. They actually say it. Okay? It's kind of like if you're doing a recipe for pasta. The recipe calls for, heavy cream, oregano, tomato paste, but you go to the store and you want to get ice cream, you want to get cones, you want to get a mango, and then you're like, where is the pasta? Like, you didn't buy ingredients for pasta. Okay, so you gotta follow the recipe. What it is that the recipe calls for, that's what you ought to do. You can't want a man but you don't want to listen to what men want. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so that's the first post. Let's go to the second one, y'all. Like, I be thinking it's, a joke. Like, people are not serious, but they're actually very serious. The second one says, he hates everyone but her trope is exhausting. A man who treats the entire world like garbage but brings you coffee isn't a keeper. He's just a jerk who hasn't turned on you yet. That is very true. Someone who's only nice to you and only respects you is not a good person. They're just acting. Okay? Because they want you. Because they want something you have. Okay? But they're not actually nice. Someone who's kind is kind towards everyone, not just one person. Okay, so this post is absolutely true. I completely agree. Beware of the people who only act nice to you, or they only act nice to people who can do something for them. Beware. The next post, I'm gonna post it here. It says, the amount of female friendships I've had to release because of weird energy and jealousy is wild. Oh my God, this is the one. But since I'm older now, I'm 28, I don't run into that anymore because I'm not as, like, I used to want female friendship really bad. Like, oh my God, I don't have any friends. This is crazy. The only friends I have are just like my sister, my family. Like, I used to be like, dang, like, I wish I had like 2 or 3 girlfriends. And now that I'm 28, I see how people move, and I'm like, I'm good. Like, if things happen naturally, and I watch you for a while, like we're in the same environment, I watch you for a while, and you cool, then okay. But I'm not gonna, yearn to be somebody's friend, or I'm not gonna start thinking like, I want friends, or I'm not gonna see you wanna be my friend so bad, and I just give in. Like, that's happened to me before. Somebody who was itching to be my friend, they turned out to be a crazy person, okay? Like, if you want to be my friend so bad and you don't even know me, I already know you're not here for good, okay? So at this point, I'm just cooling, I'm just vibing. If it happens, it happens, okay? That's just how it should be with everything, even with finding a partner. If it happens, it happens. If you're looking for something, best believe you're gonna choose wrong. You're gonna let the worst of the worst situations find you. And yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Next one. The amount. Oh, that's the one I just saw. Okay. How hard is it to find a woman who doesn't want kids? I already have a daughter and I'm not looking to have any more. Like, how selfish are you? What do you mean? Let me reread that, because what do you mean? How hard is it to find a woman who doesn't want kids? It's like, because some women just don't want to have kids, okay? But then again, if that woman doesn't want to have kids, 9 times out of 10, they don't want to deal with the one you have. Rarely I find women who don't have kids and they're cool with you having kids. So maybe that's what he's looking for. Maybe his post is not that weird, now that I think about it, because some women will really not mind you having kids, but they don't want kids. Like, so okay, I guess it makes sense. Next one. This next one is a video. Let's watch it together. Like, just watching this video, I love how Black people communicate. Like, we communicate just knowing what each of us are thinking. We know what's happening. We don't have to say anything. We don't have to talk. Like, we just know what's happening. Like, this baby girl, this little Black girl, like, she's communicating with her eyes. You can tell she's just like, are y'all seeing this? Is this girl okay? Like, is she drinking this nasty pool water? Like, do y'all see this? Do y'all see? Like, I love her facial expressions. Like, I love us. I love Black people so much because we just understand each other. Okay? That's amazing. Next one. When you can physically feel someone trying to pick at your energy / get a reaction out of you, and you choose not to engage, is a different level of power. Yes, it is. Like, when you get to a certain age, you no longer allow people to get a rise out of you. Like, you're a loser. You're a loser, and you will stay over there in your loser world. I will not give you any kind of reaction. These people are always miserable. They always feel a sense of they mean something when they can get a rise out of you. No more. Like, that used to happen to me in my low 20s, like when I was like 21, 22. But now that I'm big 28, you cannot get a rise out of me for nothing. Like, you cannot. I clock the weird energy and I remove myself quietly. Like, I've had people text me or call me like, oh, I noticed we don't talk as much, did I do something wrong? 9 times out of 10, you did something wrong, so stop acting dumb. But depending on my mood, depending on how much I liked you when we were friends, depending on how I feel, like, okay, like, she might not know, she's probably slow, or depending on like different factors, I might tell you. I might be like, oh, you did me wrong here. I just don't think we mesh. Or I'm just gonna like ghost you, block you, and never tell you what it is that you did, because we're too grown for that. Because I'm the type of person, I never befriend anyone who's much younger than me. Like, if I'm like 21, my friends will not be 30. like no, like, I'm someone who make friends with people my own age. So 9 times out of 10, you know what you did. Now that I'm 28, I would not be friends with someone who's like 19. It doesn't make sense. Like, at my big age, I would be friends with people who are like 28 and up, so that we can know that we're on the same page, okay? Like, yeah, Okay, so I'm telling y'all, it's crazy out there. I be seeing these posts thinking that these people are joking, but they're not joking, y'all. Anyway, that's all I had. Like and subscribe. Go ahead and comment your thoughts on my video. This baby girl of mine do not want to let me be great. She does not want to see me film, but I will film. Okay, I will react. So go ahead and comment. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you on the next video.